Okay, today we're going to start multiplying. So in order to multiply a monomial by a polynomial, that means you have to use distribution, which I know you know about. And when you do that, make sure you're multiplying the big numbers and adding all your exponents. So here, when I go to distribute, I have to distribute twice, to the first term and the second term. So here, my negative 3c times 2c, a negative 3 times a positive 2 gives me a negative 6. And then 1c here and 1c there gives me a total of 2 c's, so that's c squared. Then a negative 3 times a positive 6 gives me a negative 18, and then there's 1c. You can't forget about the c that's there. Simple as that. Yes, it's very similar to stuff we've already done. It's just kind of putting some stuff together. So when you get more complex, you have to distribute throughout the entire parentheses. Make sure you always go back to what this is. Always multiply the numbers and add your exponents. So negative 3 times a positive 2 is a negative 6. D2 plus 1 is 3Ds. And then there's an F. Negative 3 times a negative 4 is a positive 12. And then there are 2 D's, 1 E, and 1 F. Then for my next term, a negative 3 times a positive 6 is a negative 18. 2 D's, 1 F here and 1 F there makes 2 F's. Now, just like it's pretty in the back of the book when things are in descending order, when you get a whole bunch of letters and numbers in there, you can't tell what descending order is, especially when there's more than one variable. So I'm not so much stressing that, but make sure your variables stay in alphabetical order because that's what's considered pretty. Over here, sometimes the monomial is going to be in the back, but you still have to distribute to both the things in the parentheses. We know they wanted us to multiply because there's nothing in between the parentheses. Negative times a negative is a positive, 6k squared. And then a negative 3 times a negative 3 is a positive 9k. Sometimes they're going to ask you to do more than just this. They're going to want you to simplify it too. So let's try a slightly harder problem, which happens to be number 16. 3x times 2 minus 3x plus 4 times 3x minus 1. So over here we can see I need to do my distribution. So it's going to give me 6x minus 9x squared. And then I have some distribution over here too. A positive 4 times 3x is a positive 12x, and then a positive 4 times negative 1 is a negative 4. Now I need to combine like terms because I have like terms. We didn't have any like terms when we were down here. They were all different. But up here we have some like terms. We have a 6x and a 12x. Not only do I need to combine like terms, but if I wanted it to look like the back of the book, I better put them in descending order. So I'm going to start with my negative 9x squared. Then my 6x and my 12x gives me 18x minus 4. You don't get much more difficult than that in this section. So, classwork and homework. I know you're thinking, gosh, these are getting really short, but you're liking it. It won't last long. Page 249, practice exercises. Numbers 2 through 14 even. Homework. Same page, same practice exercises. Numbers 1 through 15. Odd. And you'll see me the next time you do something.